Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, welcome. This is the very first video of 2022, and I'd like to say Happy New Year to everyone out there. Today's video is going to be, we're going to be talking about what is a distress tube and what is it used for. I have my own distress tube right here, and these are very important if you're in open water or if you're a scuba diver. These are very important because these will save your life. This one, what it does is when we take it out, it unravels like this. And we unravel it here. Get it unraveled, make sure it's flat. And we will now keep in mind, some of these distress tubes, they use the regulator too, and some of them don't. Some of them use manually. You can see and once this is fully up, now keep in mind these are used as a distress tube. So you're out diving, and I get this comment a lot from people I talk to. They ask what is a distress tube? Well, it's right here. And there's many different sizes of them. And what they do is when you inflate this, it will set up on a surface like this, and then rescuers can they can see this and they can find you. So it's a very important that you have this. And we also too have a whistle too. That we keep with us too, that we can blow, and that indicates too to help us to help rescuers find us, because if we blow that and they're like in a mile radius, they can hear it and they know where we're at. But it's very important for scuba divers and open water divers to have these. This here is a distress tube, and this is here, and it's like this, and there's another type too that has the regulator that blows it up, that goes attaches to right here, and inflates by your regulators and stuff like that. And when to deflate it, you just push this button. I like this. I like to go like this. When I deflate, I like to go like that, and just go like this with it here. And you can see how the air is coming out of it. You can see how the air is coming out by pushing this button up at the top here. The air comes out of it. And you can see that, how the air comes out of it. And basically, what we do is we just roll it back up. Just curl it back up. We just start to roll it back up. By pushing this button down. you just push the button down and let the air out of it. It does go down though. But it's very important that you guys can, you can pick them up at the local dive shop, and but it's very important for every diver to have one of these. It's very important. These will save. This here will save your life, especially if you're like me, a scuba diver I've been going on my 5th year coming up. I've been diving since 2017, and but yeah, it's very important to have this, the distress tube, and this is why we call it the distress tube. It's because we use it when we're in distress, like if we get separated from the boat, or we get separated from the dive buddy, we can deploy this, or if something happens underneath the water to one of our dive buddies, we can deploy this and have this go all the way up to the surface, and when they see this go up to the surface, then they will know something's up down below. And then, yep, we're going to make sure this is all the way deflated here, so we can wrap it back up. Make sure all the air is out of it. It's very important to make sure all the air is out of it, because you want to make sure that the air is out of it when you do it. And so yeah, it's very important that it's like, this is the very, this is the thing I got for it, and we just, now that the air is out of it, we make sure that it's rolled back up, and you can see the air is still in there, kind of. So we got to push this button again. Okay, I'll level you right there. And we're going to make sure the air is out of it. Just going to make sure right here that the air is out of this thing. Right here. You can see how it's going to roll it up now, and it's going up. It's going. Just keep pushing. See it? You can hear that. But yeah, I get this. Cushion a lot when I tell people that you're gonna have this, and they go, "What is a distress tube? What's that?" Well, here it is, right here. You can pick this up. You can go to the dive shop. You can pick it up. They have many different kinds of, distress tubes. Yeah, make sure this is up there right. Make sure all the air is out of this before we do it. There's many different kinds of these. There's ones that are controlled by the regulator. You just put the regulator in a piece right here, and that is where the air goes into by the regulator. But mine goes, well, mine could do the same thing if I had to, like in an emergency. If I had to, I might could attach this to the regulator and have it do it too. But basically, I just do it by manual, but like I showed you, I do it by that. And then, well, in the next video, we're going to go over the masks. I'm going to show you the type of mask I have, and that type of mask I have, and stuff, and I think it's so hard to get undone. It's so hard to get. This thing is so hard to get back up there. really gotta keep this thing in tune when you're raveling it up. When you're putting it back in its thing. We're going to roll it back up here. And this is what we do here. You can see how the air it should go down like that when we do that. And then what we do is, once we get it up there, we will clamp it back up there. We stick the whistle back on it like that. But yeah, I hope that answers your question, and I hope if you have any other questions about it, you can, feel free to put it down in the comments section down below, and I'll try to get back to you on that, and I'll try to answer your question on it. So yeah, I mean, it's very important that that you have one of these. And in the next video, we're going to go over the masks. We're going to go over, because there's two types of masks. But we will do that in the next one. But I just thought I will put this out there so that way you guys know. That way you guys know about this, and about how the distress tube works. But this is a distress tube right here. And, it's compact. You can go to my pal over at PDR, and you can pick up one. You can talk to Steve about it, and see if they have any, or what they do have. They do have over at PDR. We do have these. And my friend Steve would be happy to help you out on that. And any questions you have further, you can talk to him too on stuff like this. And yeah. But yeah, it's very compact. This thing has a clamp right here that can go onto your BCD. You just put on your BCD. All you do is go like that. You just clamp it down on your BCD. I'm just put up here so you can see how it looks. Let me get on here real quick so you can see how it looks when it's on. Basically, this is how it'll look on BCD. And you see how it's clamped onto the shirt here, because this is how it will look when it's on the BCD. And we clamp down here on it, and if you need it, you just go like this. You just take it off and unravel it, and just and it'll come up, and it'll sit on the surface like a buoy, like that. It'll go like that. So then that way the rescue team knows where you're at. They can see this. They can see this. And pinpoint where you're at. Now, I've seen a lot of divers who didn't have these, which is a big mistake. So, yeah, this is a nice thing to have, because it goes onto your BCD, lightweight, and you can use these for, like, if you run into a problem, like if something happens to your dive buddy, or you guys get lost, and like if you're on a charter and the charter leaves, or you get too far away, you can deploy these, and then they can find you. But by using this would save your life, especially if you're a scuba diver or an open water diver. And like I do, I dive like at White Star. We basically don't need this at White Star because we're close to the swimming area, we're close to the dock, I mean, so basically, we really don't need this there. This comes in handy if you go down to Florida, like if you go to like Low Key or Key Largo or the Caribbean or stuff like that, then yeah, this will come in handy for the ocean, for a big body of water. Like if you go to Lake Erie, it's perfect for that. So yeah, this is basically what you would use for like open water. Like if you go down to like Belize or something like that, where you have a charter. So yeah, make sure you pick. Make sure you pick one of these up before you go on your dive trip. If you don't have it already, if you don't have this already, it's a good thing to have in your dive bag. It's a good thing to have. Even if you don't need to use it, which hopefully we never have to use it. But if we do, we know we can rely on this to save us. But if we don't have this, now, then I don't know what to tell you then if you don't have this. But if you do have this now if you do have the whistle now, that's helpful too. But remember, you're out in the ocean, so they may not hear this. They may not hear this whistle, because out in the ocean you got a lot of boats around too. Sometimes you got the oil boats around. You have noise from the wind and the waves, and this whistle here may be impractical, because if you blow on it, they may not be able to hear you. So you best want to make sure that you have, just make sure you want to have some kind of a way to get noticed. That's why we say make sure you have this. You see how compact it is. You can see how compact it is. I'm going to hold it. It's almost like a duffel bag, really. Because if you hold it up like this, it actually looks like a small duffel bag. But in actuality, it's a distress tube. But yeah, hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, just leave them down in the comment section down below. And until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.